National Football League is on the air. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. He's got his guys a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Walker now on first and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense for the Falcons, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Wait. Took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Cougar 19. Check it out. Let's go.
On third down, here's Walker. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. The run on third and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Looking to put a drive together. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Falcons at 9-3 here on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Now Penix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Here's Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so
and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll begin by running the option. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Dart. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw his dart. This one goes underneath to Walker. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 16.
12 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
16-yard line.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
That's the score. Seahawks 10, Falcons 7. Michael Dixon,
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
43-yard line.
60 Eagles, 79 Eagles, 19 Lions. Check go.
And looking to throw, Penix. London making the snag on the comeback route. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score. Falcons 14. Seahawks 10.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he is going to lose yardage here. David Onyemata, excellent effort, and he earns a tackle for loss.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Working out of the gun is Dart. And going to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Walker. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Seattle.
They run again with Walker. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Falcons' 19-yard line.
Now Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Throw left side, there's London. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 5. A play fake. Now Penix. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring Time running down. They go down to a knee. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
To the air, Penix. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now 3rd down and very long. Looking to throw, Penix. Got a man, it's London. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Dances by him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's a 2nd and 5. Dart going to look to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing his Dart. He'll try and do this himself. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Robinson with another carry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Right back to Pitts again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. To the air, Dart. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they have that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw, Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Darnold. That'll be caught by Cup. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll throw with Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That is caught.
And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mike Brunell, Denzel Washington, 22 straight completions to start the game. This guy's on fire.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw again is Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown.
And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's Penix. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now 2nd and 4. Penix working out of the gun here. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that will make this a 4-point game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here's first down. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. They've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And Walker once more. And given 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
34-yard line.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Let's go now, go.
He's back to throw. Throw out Roger Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. He completes this to Walker. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. But he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took on the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team's season.
So for Atlanta, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.